Let's go to Elizabeth in Dallas, Texas. What's up, Elizabeth?
Hey, Dr. Delony. Thanks for taking my call.
You got it. You doing well?
I'm well. How about you?
Very, very good. Very, very good. What's up?
So I have sort of an embarrassing, silly problem, but
Hey, hold on. Have you met me? Like,
true.
whatever you're about to say, you're good. You are good.
Okay.
There's just a few million people listening. You are.
Yeah,
it's just
it's
between us.
fine.
That's just between us
Don't
kids.
worry about it.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So what's up?
Basically, I'm afraid to be in an unfamiliar space after dark by myself, essentially. So hotels, Airbnb, it can even be a friend's house.
Okay.
Spending the night somewhere, I can do it in a hotel. I don't love it, but I can force myself.
Okay.
But an actual house or something with more entry points, no, forget it.
Okay. So number one, this isn't silly or weird. It's not common, but it's not weird. Okay. If you've listened to this show for any length of time, you'll know I'll ask, pulling the thread on this. This is your body telling you you're not safe. Where does that come from?
Well, so I kind of feel like a little kid in this fear, because I feel like I've always had it, like you do when you're a kid. You're afraid of the dark. You're afraid to be alone. And I never outgrew it. But then I'm sure obviously you saw the notes, but several years ago, 15, 16 years ago, I had a break-in in my house and was attacked by a convicted rapist, essentially, which I'm
Elizabeth,
fine.
lead with that.
Well, but I feel like I've worked through that. I feel like I went to counseling. The issue was already there, and I guess that just compounded it. But I feel like it doesn't bother me. I don't think about it. I could go take a jog outside at night, but if you put me inside of a house, that's when the fears come, and that's where the irrational, did I check all the doors, or can you get in that window, whatever.
Sure. Did your folks do that?
No, not at all.
Okay.
We grew up in the country. I doubt the door was even locked half the time. And that's also the ironic thing. I could forget to lock my own door, and in a way that kind of makes me feel better, because I know it's not so ingrained, I guess. My own door would be, I might in the morning be like, whoops, forgot that, and I shouldn't have done that, but it's not so much in my own space. But if you were to go out of town and you would say, hey, can you watch my dogs or whatever, I would gladly do so. But then if it involved going to your house at night, forget it.
Okay.
Even if it's just go in your house for 10 minutes, I would have a panic attack and forget it. No, I'd be out.
So is this something that you want to be different, or is this something that you're willing to just make peace with? And there's not a right or wrong answer to this.
I would like for it to be different, because I would like to be able to, I don't dread trips or things like that, but I'm potentially taking a job that's going to require travel, which is fine. That's great.
Okay.
But I would like to not feel like I'm sleeping with one eye open, or.
You got it. So I'm writing a note here. So for some reason, and I don't even think it matters why, this is just, I don't think it matters. Your body has identified unfamiliar places at night as a no-go. Mm-hmm. Not safe. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's put a GPS pin in that. And every time you find yourself in that situation or leaning towards that situation, it sounds your alarms, right? And because we're people and we have giant frontal lobes, we can spin our bodies up even thinking about going to a house at night, right? And I bet you could tell me a story in about 3 minutes and your heart would start racing really fast. Just thinking about it.
Oh, yeah.
That's what a great gift we have, right? We don't even have to do the scary thing. We can just think about it and make ourselves nuts. So here's the good news is you can go through your life and just kind of make your way around it. And that's fine.
Right. And that's essentially what I've done. I just avoid those situations.
Or you can heal from this. And I've got good news and bad news. Good news is you can totally heal from this. Bad news is there's one way to heal, and it is directly through the middle of this.
I knew you were going to say that.
That's the only way.
I don't like that answer.
And so your brain, your thinking brain has made peace. This happened. I went to counseling from the break-in, from the near traumatic rape. Like I made peace with all that. I don't even, when I think about it, my heart rate doesn't even get up.
Yeah.
But as Bessel van der Kolk says, your body's keeping the score. It does.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, making peace with your past, healing from your past has a thought component to it. I can think about this. I can think about the loss. I can think about the near break-in, and I'm fine. And then there's another healing part that is much, much, much deeper, which is my body doesn't take off on me. My body's at peace too. And that's the level of healing we're looking for here. So there's one way through it, and that's to practice. And what that might look like is getting a couple of friends that you trust and saying, I need to go into your house and walk around for 15 minutes after dark with you not there. And I know that sounds crazy. And what you're going to do is you're going to walk in the front door and you are going to begin to feel your body. And here's what we're looking to do. Create a space, a gap, they call it. You're going to create a gap between, I think I'm going to die. Like my body is starting to react like there's somebody upstairs and this is all coming down on me.
Yeah.
And your consciousness, like, no, I'm not. I'm okay. This is Dan's house. This is Tim's house. This is Sue's house. This is, Laura's apartment. And we're going to practice it. And you are literally going to walk in there and begin to feel it. And it may be that you're planning on doing this for 15 minutes and you can last 3 minutes the first time. Cool. Keep a little log and write it down. And then you're going to go to a hotel and you are going to walk into the hotel and you're just going to stop for a second and feel what your body's doing. And all we're doing is connecting our thinking and our responding brains. We want our responding brain to know there's danger. Oh, she's still driving. Cool. We can turn the alarms off, guys. She knows what's up. That's it. Okay. And it's just going to take some time. And by the way, I travel for a living. I still don't sleep super great in hotels. I track my sleep with this Whoop strap. It lets me know you didn't get a good night's sleep. I just don't sleep well when I'm not at home. And I've made peace with that. That means if I'm going to function, if I'm going to get on stage in front of 5,000 people the next day, I have to have overly eaten right. Every time I go to a hotel, the first thing I do, I don't even unpack. No, I unpack. I go straight to the gym and I get my head screwed on straight. I get my body screwed on straight before I do anything else. Before I go to sound check, before I go I even fly into towns early for that reason. Because I know the third component of my wellness, one is nutrition, one is movement, and the other is sleep. I know I'm not going to get the sleep part. I just know it. And I've made peace with it. I don't fight it. I don't get frustrated anymore. I don't go to war with it. But that's just the way that's going to be. So you may never totally pass out in a hotel, but you can prop your feet up and watch TV, watch The Office, and enjoy life without your body rattling on you. Does that make sense?
No, it does, but like the thought of that,
I know,
it gives me anxiety just thinking about it.
It absolutely does. Absolutely. And again, that's your body just trying to take care of you. Because while you've gone off and done your cute little counseling, Elizabeth, to forget all this stuff, the body knows we could get murdered at any second, right? And here's the sucky part. You might, but probably not.
Right.
And maybe, but probably not is the sentence that gets me through everything. It could, but probably not. Maybe, but probably not. There could be all right, I'll just be honest with you. When I walk into my friend's house to feed their dogs at night, my heart starts racing about 200 beats a minute. Like I literally think I'm going to die. And I have to say, no, I'm not. Like I'm smiling because you and I have a very similar phobia. Congratulations, we win. And it just is. And I've made peace with it. And now I can go get my job done. I'm never going to enjoy it. I'm never going to love it, but I can go get done what I need to get done.
Okay.
So what are you going to do next? What's your first thing you're going to do?
I don't know, because I don't really want to. I guess I'll probably call a friend and maybe spend some time in her house this weekend.
I want you to call 3 friends. And I want you to get weird about this.
Okay.
Call 3 friends, and I want you to see if you can rotate for every night for 30 days.
Just for a few minutes at a time, right?
Just
Like, I don't,
start with
okay.
5 minutes. Start with 3 minutes. Hey, Laura, I'm gonna have the weirdest thing. I have this super phobia. I've never told you about it. It freaks me out. I'm about to take this new job. I talked to this knucklehead on a podcast, and this guy that used to have a real job and now he's a YouTuber, and he suggests I do this. Can I borrow your house for 5 minutes? I just need you to walk around the yard while I stand in your house.
Yeah, I saw him on TikTok. It's fine.
There you go. I talked to this TikTok sensation, and I need to make a lap upstairs and downstairs in your home with the lights off for 5 minutes.
Ooh, okay.
And I do want you to do that. I want you to get a flashlight, and I want you to walk into somebody's house and go up their stairs and go to the end of the hallway and then come down the stairs and then walk out. And by the way, if my friend did that, I would scare the bejesus out of them. I would hide and expect your friends, if they're any friend caliber at all, they'll do this. But we're just going to teach our bodies. We're all right. We can do hard stuff.
I'm glad we're not friends, John.
You know how often I hear that? But hey, it's practice, 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 practice. The only true healing from anxiety is directly through the middle of it. You got to get connected. You got to show your body that you're not in danger, that you're safe. You have to show your body that, hey, I'm driving. And you got to have other people you can talk to about this. Take the stigma away from it. Take the shame away from it. Take the secrecy away from it. Hey, I've got this crazy phobia, this wackadoo phobia. I don't like spiders. I have a phobia that every time I see a snake, my body literally wants to vomit and diarrhea at the same time. It's like, everybody out. Like, everything wants to leave my body at once. And I got to heal from that. So for 15 minutes, can I come over and, if you got a boa constrictor, can I just look at it through a glass, and then I'm gonna get closer. It's just called exposure therapy is what it is. And if you can do it safely, go for it. But I think you go spend 5 minutes in your friend's house. Then we turn all the lights on, you breathe, and you go, I made it. I made it. And then when you go out to the car, sit in your car for a second and just feel it. I made it. I did it. I can do hard stuff. And then tomorrow we're gonna do this again. And then hopefully after 30 days, there is a significant reduction in I won't go down the parasympathetic and sympathetic, but your body will stop taking off on you. And you can take this new job and go make some money and enjoy your life.